Welcome to AI Briefing. The content of the briefing includes AI not close to matching humans, says Meta executive. 100 more planes, please. China Eastern Airlines places biggest C919 order yet. Daylight savings, 25 culture hits for under $25. Japan's defense industry is hindered by self-imposed constraints. AI and employee privacy, important considerations for employers. AI not close to matching humans, says Meta executive. Telegraph. Ahmad Al-Dal, head of generative AI at Meta, the parent company of Facebook, has dismissed claims that artificial intelligence, AI, is on the verge of becoming as powerful as humans. Al-Dal said there are fundamental limitations in how AI systems are built, making them prone to making mistakes. He highlighted the issue of hallucinations, where AI models make up answers to questions, and said that current approaches were unlikely to produce artificial general intelligence, AGI. Al-Dal's comments contradict predictions by others in the industry who believe AGI is just a few years away. 100 more planes, please. China Eastern Airlines places biggest C919 order yet. South China Morning Post. China Eastern Airlines has signed a contract with Commercial Aircraft Corporation of China, COMAC, to purchase 100 more C919 passenger planes, on top of the 5 it ordered in 2021. The new order is worth $9.9 billion at list prices, and deliveries are expected to begin in 2024. The C919 is China's first homegrown commercial airliner and is set to compete with the Boeing 737 and Airbus A320 family of jets. COMAC has a backlog of more than 1,500 orders for the C919, which is expected to take several years to fulfill. Daylight savings, 25 culture hits for under $25. The Sydney Morning Herald. Looking for some wallet-friendly arts and culture events in Sydney? Look no further. The Sydney Opera House is celebrating its 50th birthday with a range of free events, including a choreographed catwalk, an oyster shell installation, and a laser show. The Museum Discovery Centre in Castle Hill offers free access to stored collections from various museums, including insect collections, printing presses, and vintage transport. The Art Gallery of NSW will be hosting an exhibition of rarely seen spirit drawings, and the Museum of Contemporary Art will be showcasing Australian artists aged 35 and under. These are just a few of the wallet-friendly events happening in Sydney this season. Other events include a 4-day festival in Parramatta featuring music, food, and art, a drive-in movie experience at Blacktown's Skyline Drive-In, and live performances at the Phoenix Central Park Performing Arts venue. The Griffin Theatre Company and Darlinghurst Theatre also offer affordable ticket options for theatre lovers. In addition, there are free exhibitions, festivals, and concerts happening throughout the city, providing plenty of options for those on a budget. So whether you're interested in visual art, theatre, music, or film, there are plenty of affordable events happening in Sydney this season. Take advantage of these opportunities to indulge in some arts and culture without breaking the bank. Japan's defense industry is hindered by self-imposed constraints. Diplomat. The Japanese defense industry is seeking to expand its international presence and strengthen its defense industrial base. The country has traditionally had a pacifist stance and a historical aversion to being seen as encouraging international conflict, which has limited its defense exports. However, recent instability in East Asia, including China's growing military power and North Korea's nuclear weapons development, has raised concerns in Japan and prompted the government to increase defense spending. The government is now considering relaxing restrictions on defense equipment exports and allowing the export of jointly developed equipment to third countries. Japan's defense industry has faced challenges due to limited sales to the country's self-defense forces and competition from U.S. equipment procurement. Many Japanese citizens remain cautious about increasing defense spending, but the government is exploring ways to fortify the defense industrial base and increase exports. Transparency in the policy-making process and accountability to the Japanese public will be crucial in this effort. AI and employee privacy, important considerations for employers. Reuters. Employers should exercise caution when using generative artificial intelligence, AI, programs for employment-related tasks due to privacy concerns, according to a legal alert by law firm Littler. The alert highlights that although the U.S. lacks comprehensive privacy protections, a patchwork of federal and state laws addresses data privacy. Some state privacy laws regulate only the collection and use of personal information of consumers, exempting employee data from regulatory requirements. However, other laws, such as the California Privacy Rights Act, require that notice of a business's personal data handling practices be provided to employees prior to or at the time of initial data collection. The alert also notes that there are federal laws protecting against disclosing certain types of employee information, such as the Genetic Information Non-Discrimination Act. Employers should ensure they have proper training and policies in place for using AI systems to prevent any violations of privacy laws. The alert advises employers to avoid using open AI systems that share entered information with unintended users and to carefully review outputs from closed AI systems for accuracy. Meta used public Facebook, Instagram posts to train new AI virtual assistant. The Globe and Mail. Meta Platforms, formerly known as Facebook, has excluded private Facebook and Instagram posts from being used to train its Meta AI virtual assistant in an effort to respect users' privacy, according to the company's top policy executive, Nick Clegg. Clegg said that Meta had also taken steps to filter private details from public datasets used for training. The move comes amid concerns about tech companies using scraped data from the internet without permission to train their AI models. Clegg also said he expected a fair amount of litigation regarding the reproduction of copyrighted materials by AI systems. Proving you aren't a robot is a very human problem. Telegraph. The writer humorously discusses the frustration of online robot tests, such as CAPTCHA, that require users to identify images or tick boxes to prove they are not robots. The writer reflects on the difficulty of these tests and suggests that they are getting harder as robots become smarter. The article highlights the annoyance and time-consuming nature of these tests, and humorously suggests that the writer may be a robot due to their inability to successfully complete them. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the 6Do team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. We encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of 6Do Brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision-making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the 6Do team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize 6Do Brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website, 6dobrief.com. Regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive 6Do Brief via email.